the best of them.
Well, it won't happen overnight, but that's what we'll work toward.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. Wish being a GM was always this easy. Oh, one more thing.
Yep.
We got Media Day coming up.
Oh, I love Media Day. It's always been fun for me as a fan, so this will be cool.
Our PR director, Donna Chase, she's going to walk you through everything. She's great. You're going to love her. Brian, anything you want to add?
Just keep working. Yeah, we'll talk more about your spot in the rotation as we get closer to the season opener.
All right. Appreciate your time. Look forward to building something special here.
So do we.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
Feeling you, MP.
MP, I'm Donna. Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you, Donna. My manager tells me you're one of the best PR people in pro sports.
Well, I'm not sure Mr. Wells has the requisite experience to make that call, but I'm glad he thinks highly of me. Shall we talk Media Day?
Yeah, let's do it.
Now, this is all pretty standard fare, and I know Mr. Wells signed you up for media training over the summer, so there shouldn't be anything you can't handle.
You can call him Patrick. We're not that formal with each other.
If that's your preference.
It is.
Wonderful. We've also secured you an interview with 2K Tip-Off magazine. If all goes well, you will be the cover athlete for their upcoming issue.
Wow, that sounds fun.
It is important to note that this interview will not be conducted by our in-house content team, which means anything you say can be published, especially if it's sensational or controversial in any way.
It's noted.
I'm gonna be upfront with you, MP. I'm a team employee, first and foremost. And it's my job to make sure this team is seen in the best light possible. You make the team look good, we'll be on great terms. You make the team look bad, and we will have a problem. But I have no reason to doubt your character. By all accounts, you're a responsible, smart, considerate young man. And it's because I respect you that I want to put my cards on the table.
Thank you.
Are we clear?
Crystal clear, Miss Chase.
Please, call me Donna. Now, whenever you're ready, you can take that elevator to the practice facility and start your interview.
I'm telling you, Hunter, best movie I've seen in the past 20 years for sure. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
Definitely.
Hey, can I ask you one last question?
Of course, shoot.
So you grew up in Illinois, about a couple hours outside Chicago, right?
Right.
And I know you're too young to have watched Jordan's Bulls in the moment, but I was wondering, how has his legacy affected you as you developed into the player you are today?
MJ's legacy. Man, if you're a hooper from Illinois, that shadow that he casts, it follows you everywhere.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, people, they still talking about looking for the next MJ like LeBron never happened.
Still, being from Chicago, that's a pretty heavy burden trying to live up to that.
It is, and it isn't, I don't put pressure on myself for results. I put pressure on myself to work. If I put in as much work as possible, I'll live with whatever happens.
So you're not trying to one-up the GOAT?
Oh, nah, man. I'm trying to learn from him. How he continued to evolve as a player, how he balanced taking over a game and still keeping his teammates involved. Do I think that I have greatness? Of course. But it's not about comparing myself to MJ. It's about maximizing my gifts and my talents and using them in a way that leads to us winning more games. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. winning games. And that's what I hope to do here.
Nicely done. I can see that media training's paying off.
I was just honest, mostly.
But you didn't give them any bulletin board material, okay? It shows maturity and restraint. Look, I get it. Tooting your own horn feels really good when you've earned it the way you have. But you know what? The real pros, they let their game do the talking.
MJ did not hold back on saying bold statements.
But you're thinking MJ once he was MJ. He didn't come into the league talking like that. And you know why? Because that sort of thing doesn't fly when your teammates don't know if you can back it up.
All right, that makes sense.
Good.
I hear you, Donna.
All right. Now they're ready to take some photographs, and it sounds like they're considering you for the cover.
Okay, that's what's up. So, you got any advice for me?
Pose in a way that reflects your public persona, okay? You know a picture's worth 1,000 words.
Okay.
Why don't you head over there now? They're all set up for you.
Thank you as always.
Good luck.
Thank you.
MP, huge fan.
What's up, man? How you doing? You
Good.
all right?
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, this is what we'll be shooting today.
All right. Stand right here.
Right there. See some of your best poses.
All right, man.
Oh, that's the magic right there. Yep. Hold that. Perfect.
All right,
We got all we need.
Cool. Hey, you know when this issue comes out, man?
I don't know the exact date, but follow us on social, and it'll be up there first.
All right, I got you, man. Thanks.
All right, MP.
Yep.
Let's get it, MP. Get ready to light it up tonight. Let's go.
It's only a year that I've had these millions. My boy could have been in a Tokyo drift cars, fast and furious. I went from the Toyota Yaris to Urus, they had their chance but blew. Now this girl want me and I'm rich, that's
About game time. Bring the pain time. Mama, there goes that man. Son, you look like an MPC. Meet new friends.
Time to talk rotation.
Great. I've been looking forward to this.
Every NBA player wants to start someday, and I'm sure you're no different.
I've never come off the bench a day in my life, Coach.
That's pretty much the case for every player in an NBA locker room, until they get to the league.
Right? Of course.
There's no nice way to say this, so I'm gonna put it bluntly. You've got an established player in front of you. You want his spot, you're gonna have to take it from him.
Okay. That makes sense.
This team is a meritocracy. You get the minutes you earn. Nothing's given. It doesn't matter what your draft position is or how much you're getting paid. You get it done out there on the court, we'll put you in the starting lineup.
So just so I'm clear, how do you make that decision? Like, will you let me know when I've done enough to become a starter?
Yeah, we've got some milestones we want to see you hit. You hit them, we'll put you in the starting lineup.
This is all pretty straightforward.
Like Cliff said, communication is a big part of what we do here as a ball club.
I can see that, and it's much appreciated, Coach.
Good. Now get ready. It's almost game time.
All right. I'll see you later, Coach.
See you.
MP, you're my favorite player, man. You always deliver.
Yo.
So how'd it go with Coach? Any surprises? What'd he say?
Yeah, not really. If I want to be a starter, then I got to outplay the guy ahead of me. Simple as that.
Yeah. Hey, that seemed fair.
It's sports. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, not to bring any extra motivation or anything like that, but you know only starters get endorsement deals, right?
I already know. You know, dudes on the bench ain't getting no shoe deal.
They're not. Not right now, but that day will come.
Okay.
For right now, let's just take this in. We in the league. I mean, you ever visualize something like this?
You know what, P, man? I never really thought about what the tunnel looks like, man.
No. I'm not talking about the tunnel. I'm talking about right here. You and me, you getting ready to play in your first NBA game.
Honestly, no. You know, nothing prepares you for this, man. No matter how many high-pressure situations that you face, this is different, man.
Or what about that open run I got you an invitation to? You know, things got a little heated between you know who, yeah?
Well, yeah, that was dope, but we didn't have 20,000 people watching us, man.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a little different.
It's different.
All right, then.
It's different. It's different.
Yeah.
But hey, look, though, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. I know you gotta go win that game.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, so, make Plainview proud, yeah?
You already know what it is, P.
You know.
Plainview.
Special tonight?
game is really
your Miami Heat prize. The National Basketball Association and the Miami Heat are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gesture. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible harassment. Please report any violations.
The fans have been waiting for it. They want to see the debut of MP. He'll get a chance to show what he can do as they make their home debut. You can feel the electricity in the building. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Friday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Memphis and going up against the Grizzlies.
And for that game against the Bulls, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take to the floor, and they want to get off to a quick start.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Miami, Mitchell is out there with Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Ware in at the 5 spot. Well, the start of MP's NBA journey begins now. These the first minutes for the first-round pick.
And I have high hopes for MP over the course of his career. This guy's a student of the game and was a fanatic about Jordan's Bulls when he was growing up.
Here they are, game 1 of the season. Wow, it's fun to be here. And Clark, this is the culmination of all the hard work put in over the summer.
Yeah, you talk to the players on both sides, and there's optimism about this upcoming year. We'll see if that optimism is justified over time.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Mitchell finds Wiggins. The shot. Banchero grabs the board.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Fires top of the key. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Or the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Hero passes to Mitchell. The 3-ball. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Caldwell Pope with it. Pass to Suggs. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Hero against Caldwell Pope. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Misses the 3. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Hey guys, well the Magic were one of last season's most improved teams, and with the addition this summer of Contavious Caldwell-Pope, they've addressed an area of real need. A player who can space the floor, add to their already stout defense, and has championship pedigree. They're going to continue to rise in this league, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Here's Wagner, following the score by Miami. Bitadze with the bucket.
Love when Wagner looks to set his guys up. This kid's a versatile swingman.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
Welcome to the Heat Breaker Dance Crew.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Ware. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Miami shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
That one misses. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while. Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Suggs. Here's Wagner. Score of the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Oh, good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
Pass to Ware. PropahYO with the ball. No good from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Suggs looking around. Back to Wagner. Over Wiggins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
No denying, the future is certainly bright for Wagner. He's a superb scorer already who also is growing as a passer.
First trip to the line for him here. And the first one at the line is good. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Now, here's Mitchell. Wiggins sets a screen for Mitchell. At the crossover, he takes it up and lays it in. Mitchell's got 5 minutes. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Caldwell Pope for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Pass to Wiggins. Wiggins, a screen on Banchero. Here's Ware. And here's Wiggins. 5 on the clock. Rebound by the Magic. And by virtue of the NBA schedule, their first game of the new year is against Miami.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
Here's Suggs. The Heat knocking down the tray. Shoots it up. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got 4 rebounds in this game. And let's go to the sideline for a report on MP.
Hey guys, a lot of excitement in the air as MP makes his NBA debut tonight. I asked him how he felt about his journey here, and he told me it hasn't been easy. I had to grow a lot as a person and as a player, but I'm ready to keep putting in the work and fight my way to the top. It's just the beginning of what could be a fantastic career. Guys?
Gosh, I love that kid. Hey, David, you can tell this organization expects big things from MP.
Get loud and let them hear it. All right, crowd, it's time to get out of your seats. That's right, it's Easter time. Make some noise once again for your Miami Heat dancers.
.125 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Anthony. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here's Anderson. Now, here's Rozier. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Black in the post. Rozier defending. Once again off the mark, Orlando. A 3 from MP. The shot comes out.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Crossed up the D perfectly. Wagner's got 8.
Wagner knows how to handle his business inside, mainly due to how much confidence he brings to the court.
Outside Robinson. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Anthony. He gets it in there.
Kept moving and found an opening. Staying active. Anthony grinding for that bucket in tight.
Outside Rozier. 3-pointer. He can't hit that time. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Miami ahead. They're up by 2. Live from Miami, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Heat?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
We've got Hero. Kyle Anderson is out there with MP. Then it's Robinson. And it's Jovic in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. There's Wagner with the three. Robinson pulls it in. The Heat leading by 3. MP outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Banchero up and in on the layup. Banchero's got his second basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The Magic trail by 4. Anthony on the wing. And Carter now, top of the key. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And, Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And, Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. The Heat 3rd, 4th, the Magic.
Yeah, if you want to see how hard these two teams play, just take a look at the points allowed a year ago. I mean, that is impressive.
That free throw, no good. In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some big steps forward.
Oh, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Ware's checked in, and it's Mitchell in for Robinson. And he's good on the second.
Wagner gives you size, and he can stretch the floor as well. I mean, he's a very solid player who knows how to play the game.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And Orlando making a change here. Anthony's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. MP outside. Fires away from way outside. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now, here's MP. Cole Anthony unable to get his last shot to go in. The 3 from MP. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. And a wide open look for Hero. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hero's got 11 points.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game. His 2nd in this quarter.
Suggs with a screen for Anthony. Pass to Banchero. The Magic again can't hit. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Anderson. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession. And the Heat with some changes. Bam Adebayo comes in for Anderson. And Wiggins is subbed in for MP. Wagner's checked in for the Magic. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Anthony. The Magic trail by 4. Caldwell-Pope passes to Banchero. Suggs with the ball. To the inside. There's Bitadze. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Bitadze's got his 2nd basket of the game. Outside, Hero. Mitchell outside. No good with the triple. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Back to Banchero. 6 to shoot. Let's go. He nails it, and we're tied up. He's got 8.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Now, here's Wagner. He's got 8. Fires from deep. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Wiggins, and it's good for 2.
Yep, and an opportunity for one more at the line. Wiggins with the toughness to finish through contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Franz Wagner. First personal foul. First team foul. Now at the line, Andrew Wiggins. If a player is fouled on a made basket as he goes to the free throw.
You know, it's interesting. Some people say Wiggins should play meaner, but to me the most important thing is that he improves his overall game every year.
Now, here's Suggs. Down low, is Vitadze.
Great read by Suggs, dishing the rock in the two-man game.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. The Heat have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Outside Robinson. Adebayo kicks to Wiggins. Mitchell outside. Pass to Adebayo. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from three-point range. Adebayo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Magic trail by 4. Suggs passes to Wagner. 58 seconds left now here in the second. Off target at the rim. Wiggins surveying the floor. Pass to Adebayo. For 3, Mitchell. Rebound by the Magic. Caldwell Pope outside. Now Suggs. Back to Caldwell Pope. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. MP's checked in for the Heat.
Now in the game, number 17, MP.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of the game. Wagner passes to Caldwell Pope. Buries the long-range jumper. Caldwell Pope's got 6 points.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Gotta be impressed with this guy's confidence.
Mitchell outside. One second left. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Heat lead by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us. The story through the first half, the Miami Heat in a game so far that's been close.
You'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys really do it. They've got great shooters who take great shots.
And a few times, even when they didn't have a good look, they made it look good.
And now here's something that's always interesting. Let's see what the fans are up to on social media. We've got one from Double Clutch Cleo who asks, what do you guys think of Shaq's DJing skills?
I'm not sure if we can call them skills, but he does have a lot of people at those doggone concerts. But anyway, he keeps the crowd pumped up, Ernie.
Well, that's what I do best, Kenneth. Well, besides being the leader of this show.
Oh, hold on there, big man. We're a team here.
Team.
Yeah, and to answer your question, Cleo, I try to go to every one of Shaq's shows. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And it's the Magic with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Well, the Magic last year, Clark earning the number 5 seed in the East. It was a giant step forward.
It certainly was. And I tell you what, they've got an impressive, very impressive young core. And this was the first time they made the playoffs since 2020. And now the minimum expectation is a playoff appearance. And I think they'll be able to deliver on that.
On the court for Orlando. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Bitadze in at the 5. Here's where Paolo Banchero making his last shot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wiggins has got 7.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now, here's Banchero. 10 points for him. And it's Wagner missing.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Wiggins outside. Hero from long range. Offensive rebound. Where, no good. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Banchero outside. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Adebayo with a screen on Wagner. And it's Wiggins missing.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Suggs passes to Bitadze. Hero against Suggs. All sorts of time. Good as the jump shot falls.
Boy, nice work by Suggs going after his own shot. Not just waiting for it to happen. He initiated it.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. He lobs it up. Pickoff in midair. Back to Banchero. Pass to Wagner. Banchero a screen for Wagner. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Wagner's got the lead up to 3 now for Orlando. Hero the bounce pass. Adebayo with a screen on Wagner. Here's Wiggins on target from 13 feet. Wiggins has got 4 points this quarter.
Out of the pick and roll, Wiggins doing a nice job staying poised, causing the defender just enough hesitation where he can make his move.
They set the pick. Suggs passes to Bitadze, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Bitadze's got 8 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Wagner against Wiggins. Lock at 6. Adebayo with the ball. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 7 rebounds in the game. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Pass to Banchero. Great D that time from Adebayo.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
Now, here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Caldwell Pope looking for Banchero and gets it there.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Outside, Hero for the tie. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. Wagner outside. Suggs with a screen for Wagner. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Wagner's got the lead back up to 3 now for the Magic. And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion, great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Nice unselfishness in the screen and roll. Wiggins demonstrating a willingness to get it to his teammates.
1:35 left to play in the third. Here's Banchero. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wiggins passes to Ware. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
That free throw missing, and some changes here for the Heat. MP's checked in for Wiggins. Robinson comes in for Tyler Hero. And it's Burks in for Mitchell. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Mo Wagner comes in for Banchero. Anthony's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Black's subbed in for Suggs. 1:20 left in the third quarter. Here's Black. No scoring in this one. Inside. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Franz Wagner, a rising young star. Again, having a major impact.
Burks the pass to Ware. Robinson up top. Pass to MP. That 3 off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now, here's MP. Cole Anthony unable to get his last shot to go in. From another city. A separate zip code. Whoa, MP. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Carter now, top of the key. Wagner from long range. And Ware pulls it down. Now, here is Robinson. Shoots over Wagner. And the Heat get another bucket right there. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Heat out front, leading by just 1. Live from Miami, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Duncan Robinson, MP out there with Anderson. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Jovic in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
This is exactly where Anderson prefers to get his looks. Foul line down.
Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And here's MP for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Heat lead by 4.
MP is a cool customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
Outside Anthony. Banchero a screen on Robinson. Hits the 3-point bomb.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Hero with it. Working on Black. Hero no good. To the paint. Here's Banchero. It's hauled in by MP. Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. From deep 3-point territory. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Black. He's covered by Hero. Carter with a screen on Hero. Black kicks to Wagner with the fadeaway. It's hauled in by Hero.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
MP dishes to Anderson. There's the triple. Miami no good on that time either. Orlando trailing here. Pass to Carter. Some nice ball movement by the Magic to take the lead. And there's Wagner on the assist by Carter.
Wagner very comfortable throwing his weight around. That's 2 physical points from him.
Hero passes to Anderson. Outside Hero. Back to Anderson. Pass to Jovic. There's Hero with the 3. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And look at how confident Hero is from range. He'll take that shot whenever possible.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Mitchell, he's checked in for Robinson. Jalen Suggs is checked in for the Magic. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. To the middle. And it's Wagner missing. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Miami Heat. The lead is 2. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Banchero dishes to Suggs. Back to Banchero. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. Off target from outside. The Heat have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Mitchell passes to Jovic. A 3 from MP. Orlando grabs the miss. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
A capable floor general. I love watching Anthony set up his teammates.
Miami's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Anderson finds MP. Shoots the 3. Miami no good on that time either.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Anthony. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
And Anthony has no off switch, which I like. He's adept at attacking defenses and drawing foul.
That's good from Anthony.
You got to respect Cole Anthony's workmanlike approach to the game. He's out there to do his job and get results and not focused on putting on a big show.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Ware's checked in, and Bam Adebayo subbed in for Kyle Anderson. The Magic also changing it up. Goga Bitadze comes in for Wagner. And it's Franz Wagner in for Black. Miami trailing. And here is Hero. Fires for 3. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Anthony, the pass to Suggs. Stolen by Mitchell. They're running. Here's Hero. Orlando grabs the miss. Out to the right wing. Suggs kicks to Anthony. Buckner from long range. And Ware pulls it down.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Adebayo with this screen on him. Up top, Adebayo. Pass to Mitchell. 4 on the clock. Wiggins from outside. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
That could be an important bucket as this game tightens up. I mean, Wiggins looking sure of himself out there.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. He's checked in for Anthony.
Give up for your Heat Youth Dancers, everybody.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Banchero. A beautiful reverse layup. Banchero's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Hero, no good.
And it's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the to fall.
Lets it go. They get it back. Itadze. It drops.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. The Heat now. Here's Hero. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And here we go with the Magic fast break.
Yes! Jalen Suggs was known for knocking down big-time hoops in college, and we're already seeing it translate here in the NBA as well. Great confidence from that young man.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Banchero, it's hauled in by the Heat.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
Here's Ware. Money!
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
This is where experience can be a differentiator, but Wagner's skill might be just as good.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Outside Hero. With the floater. Oh, no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the field.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock is the priority.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Don't beat yourself up till you check the tape.
All right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts.
Whatever it takes, Coach. You know I'm game.
Look, everyone thinks what happens out there is what creates an NBA legend, but they're wrong. 90% of the work happens here, behind the scenes, at practice, in the gym, at film sessions, and in the locker room.
I agree. The games are where you prove that you've been putting in the work. No shortcuts.
Yeah, correct. Over here is the entrance to our practice facility, and over there is the gym.
Everything all in one place. That's great.
Yep. We made everything as convenient as possible, so there is no excuse to not put the work in. Now, come here. Right here, we've got everything related to your schedule, including those key games we talked about based on your personal goals.
Coach, that was great. That was really helpful.
Which reminds me, we've talked a lot about maximizing your playing career, which is critical. But you need to remember, you become the best version of you so we can become the best version of us.
Coach, you have to put that on a t-shirt.
I'm serious, MP.
I'm serious too. You become
This is a team game. Everything you do both on and off the court affects our ability to win games. Okay, team chemistry is vitally important to our success, and if you do things that negatively affect that, you hurt the team. A press conference answer that rubs someone the wrong way might mean they look you off when you're open, and now we're taking a contested shot instead of an open one. It's all connected, and it all matters. Are we clear?
Crystal.
Good. Now rest up, rehydrate, and follow the trainer's plan to a T. Proper recovery is just as important as proper training. And you get back to work tomorrow.
Rest, recuperate, get ready for tomorrow.
First game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
You know, I haven't had a chance to look at my phone yet.
Well, when you do, there'll be texts from every person you've ever met and a few people you haven't. Most notably, there will be press looking for quotes.
They can hit me up on text, too?
They do. And you want to handle this like you would any regular press conference. You want no comment? No comment. You want to answer? Go ahead and answer. Just remember, everything you say is on the record and has an impact. Most importantly, on your team chemistry and your public perception. Okay?
Makes sense.
Look, emotions run high when a game has just ended, okay? All I'm asking is that you take a moment to think before you respond. Words can get twisted easily in the league, and what might seem like a harmless bit of bragging could be taken as a slight. By your teammate, by an opponent, a coach, you name it.
I'm under a microscope now.
That's right. All part of the business.
Understood.
Great. If you have any other concerns, press or PR related, you know where to find me.
This arena? Yeah, in this arena, this suit, and for this team. Not really, no. You're wrong. You're really wrong.
Just caught MP's first game. What a debut. Just like his first album going gold, next album going to go platinum. Just watch. Just caught MP's first game. What a debut. Just like his first album going gold, next album going to go platinum. Just watch.
Man, I don't gotta worry about it. Dad does it for me.